Yo guys, welcome to the video. This is Josh or Milky, and in today's video I'm going to be going over something that is quite important to Torchlight Infinite, and that is leveling. This game, it makes it really easy to try out new builds and experiment. So one thing you're going to want to be able to do is to fly through the acts, and I have found probably the best way to level through the acts. We actually did it yesterday on stream. It took me just over 2 hours to get from level 0 to mapping, and I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do to make that happen on literally any character. Let's get started. So first of all, I'm going to go over the mechanic that we're using and coming on into the game. It involves Spiral Strike. You may have already seen this in other videos, but I think the video that I found it from wasn't in English, so I thought I'd do an English video and kind of show you my take on the leveling. But here's essentially the interaction we're going to be using. Most people know that Leap Attack is incredibly fast to level, and Spiral Strike, it seems pretty slow. However, there's a unique thing you can do in this game, whether it is a bug, or it's intended, or it's a clever use of game mechanics, I do not know. But if you hold down right click, as you can see here we have for our Spiral Strike, and then we have a second Spiral Strike assigned to another key, and we start to tap it, we immediately go a lot faster, and obviously it's incredibly fun. You can't just spam the other button, you have to kind of time it, but what you want to do is put it on your right click, hold it down, and just tap the other button, and that's how we're essentially going to zoom through every single zone in the game, and we're going to make our Spiral Strike do all the damage. Now, how do we do that? Well, at level 1 there are actually some rings you can use. In this game there is a ring with a level 1 requirement, and crafting rings in this game doesn't increase the level requirement. So as you can see, we've got these like triple T1 flat damage rings, and we can put them on at level 1. So our Spiral Strike literally one-shots everything. Now this doesn't last for the entirety of the campaign. We'd use these and it does start to fall off, but we've obviously got other unique items we can put on to kind of circumvent the fact that our damage is going to get a bit lower. But basically, if you get some level 1 daggers or level 2, I just picked these up on my way to town basically. You put on these rings, equip 2 Spiral Strikes. You'll need to get level 1 Spiral Strikes. You'll probably get them from the auction house, or you can make a mule and go get them and send them across. And that's it. You just equip your items and you do this. And for 2 hours, and after that you'll be level 58 and you'll be ready to go into maps. But that's not everything, of course. We have other uniques we can use. We have Imploration daggers that we're going to equip at level 12. Then just a really cheap helmet you can put on at level 1 is Rock Lizard Skull. A level 1 chest is Glorious Journey. And then for gloves, we do actually get further with Mark of the Thrill. This makes us a lot faster, and we get a lot of crit, which is fantastic. Then for boots, we actually go with Awaiting, but as soon as we can put them on, we go for General War Boots. This allows us to generate Agility Blessings, which make us even faster, which is fantastic. And then Sigh of the Giant is a nice belt you can equip at level 40. You can pretty much use any belt you want prior to this. You can just have a look on the auction house. And then for Amulet, we go with Chain of Resistance. If you buy all this in advance, you just put it in your inventory and you equip it as soon as you can, you're just going to zoom. You're going to one-shot everything. Now, one thing I will say is do not exceed the level limit of the zone, if possible, by too much. I over-leveled yesterday by about 15 levels by accident, and I had to go back and catch up. Try and stay on level with the zone. Kill enough mobs to get 1 level per zone, and then you'll be good to go. What you can do is also, once you reach a high level, level 48, Repeated End. This will give you access to Explode from wilt targets. This will really juice up how much damage you do, but you do not need this by any means. It's like 40 FEs, but if you really want to take it to the next level while you're leveling, you can put this on. And this way what you do is when you get to the boss, you activate the League mechanic, the Dark Surge, and then if you kill one mob, it's going to explode and kill the boss. It's kind of crazy, but you can just, I went the entire way using Imploration daggers. Now there are some creative things you can do with pacts. Obviously, if you have some XP bonus pacts, you can use those. It's going to be nice. I think you get about 12% increased XP per pact you have with XP on it. So you can look into that. It's just so you don't have to kill as many mobs to keep going. It will make you faster. But what makes this shine so much, and why you probably shouldn't be doing it until you're level 8, is this point here in God of Might. It gives you plus 8% attack speed, but minus 10 attack skill cost. This makes our Spiral Strikes free. Now, unless you want to get crafts on your rings that reduce the mana cost by 5, which actually means you can have 1 less prefix, which would be that flat damage, this is ideal. So I will put the leveling trees in the description, but this is the most important thing and why you probably want to wait until level 8 to equip your Spiral Strikes. Otherwise, they're going to cost too much mana. You can just use a pot, the compound potion, to start with, and you'll manage, but I would just wait until level 8 and you'll be fine. You'll just be zooming through with 3 spiral strikes and you'll just one-shot everything. It'll be fantastic. Now finally, just in case you're a bit worried that you can't do this on any class, I did this on Spacetime Yuga, the one with dots, and I actually didn't even realize that for him to even work, you have to spend mana. So the entirety of the campaign, I didn't have an F key. So I literally did this on just a blank character. So you can do this on literally anything. Some are going to be faster than others. You don't need to be a specific hero. You can do this on literally any class and you just respec later on.